Hello. What's going on, everybody? It's a great day to have a day. The fellas are back, fresh off of spring break. Great weekend. Well, some of us had a better weekend than others, but we're gonna keep that in house. Of course, I'm Caleb. To my right here is Nick. Of course, you guys know the man on the left. That's Harry. It's March, fellas. We're ready to go. Well, me and Nick are ready to go. We're hyped up.
Whoa.
What?
It's allergies. Yesterday was the hangover. Today's not a hangover. Just allergies.
Did you just get that?
Huh?
Did you just get that, or like what?
No, yeah. I'm getting back. There's pollen out here. No, it's bad. It's probably best weekend ever, honestly, straight up. And, you got to pay the piper at the end of it. So now locked and loaded and ready to go. School back going on, and March Madness is here.
Yeah.
There we go.
Bracket is set.
Yeah.
So
that's what real men are made of. If you can make a perfect bracket, if you can predict your champion going further than the Elite Eight, doing pretty well.
Yeah,
doing pretty well for yourself.
Yeah, when you said perfect bracket, I'm like,
that's
tough to do that.
That's super hard. What's the closest you guys ever gotten
to a perfect bracket?
Yeah,
I've never got past the first day.
Oh, I'm
really?
I'm saying. I haven't got past the first day.
What have you done?
Maybe I got one wrong on like.
You got the entire first round correct?
Oh wait, no, one region. My bad. I got one region wrong. My fault. I should clarify.
Yeah, I was like, what?
What about like your champion? How far did your champion get?
I had UConn last year.
Okay.
So
I had UConn last year too.
Yeah, I had Duke one year, like back in like 6th grade, and they won. So no, I've been pretty good with it. Like not good, but like.
I've definitely had like my champion in the Final Four, Elite Eight. Like I know that. Like most of my.
Because you're not gonna pick a bomb to win the tournament. You know what I mean? So usually like the good teams do go far.
I've been to brackets where some kids have picked Houston. In like last year in my lacrosse league, some kids picked Arizona. But like if you know better, you know better.
Well, what happened to me last year was if Tennessee were to beat Purdue, to get to the championship, it might have been the Elite Eight actually. I think it was
Elite Eight.
The Elite Eight. If Tennessee could have beat Purdue, I would have won like $2,000 from like all my brackets.
I Duke my Final Four last year
because I had so much going right with my brackets. Because so many people had UConn, especially because I'm up north and I was in those brackets. Yeah, but like I was in a few of them. I placed second in all of them.
Was it NC State, Purdue, Bama, and UConn?
Yeah.
Dude, that Tennessee team with Dolan Connect.
Yeah, I believed.
That team was filthy. Yeah. That team was filthy. But that was last year. We're on to this year. Fellas, we got a great bracket, man.
It is set.
I mean, this is beautiful. Selection Sunday was this past Sunday. Let's just start in the South region. Probably the most stacked region.
Them or the West.
Them or the West. This South region is pretty tough. Auburn's the overall 1 seed of the whole tournament. They're the 1 seed in the South. Let's just dive right into this this region.
Yeah, I'll start off quick. Auburn's playing a 16 seed.
Yeah.
Auburn's moving on.
Yeah.
Get that one away. We don't even know who they're playing yet. It's between two cans.
Yeah.
And then you go on to the 8-9. Louisville Creighton.
Yeah.
I don't know when it actually.
Louisville should not be an 8 seed.
No.
They shouldn't have been an 8 seed.
Yeah.
That's a good game.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that, actually, Nick. Like, the seeding for this, in every region, just some of it's just... And who got in and who didn't get in. I mean, hopefully we'll get to that later, but, I mean, me personally, I'm kind of pissed about the seeding in the South region, in particular. First of all, Louisville made it to the ACC championship game, beat Clemson twice.
Yeah.
And they're an 8 seed. Like, come on. You got to get... Like, I feel like there has to be some respect on making it to the title game of your conference, regardless of the conference. You know what I'm saying? Like, in the ACC, it's not like the ACC is super weak. Like, there's 2 other good teams, really good teams in the ACC.
Yeah, but it's like an 18-team conference. It's a terrible conference.
So you think you don't have a problem with Louisville being an 8 seed?
I'm not gonna lose sleep over it, but no, I think they were like a 6, so I can get down with that.
I had them in my projection like a 6.
Yeah,
I was gonna say 5 or 6.
I think it sucks because they're the lowest seeds here. I think I don't know if they are, but they have to play Auburn. That's why it kind of sucks.
Yeah.
If it was like a Houston, if they had to play Houston the second round,
game for them if they win.
That's very true. Yeah.
That is the upside. I guess that is the upside. Yeah.
You got a little something going there.
Yeah, and move on to the next matchup, Michigan versus UC San Diego. I'm highly pissed off about that. Let me talk my talk real quick.
Yeah,
fellas.
get it out.
Let me talk my talk. Okay, so first off, I'm gonna start in the Big Ten tournament. All right, opening round in the Big Ten tournament, like the opening 3 rounds, are on freaking BTN, like exclusively BTN.
And Peacock.
Was it on Peacock?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know it was on Peacock.
But I was trying to watch a Rutgers game and it was on Peacock.
Yeah. Okay, so that's BS. Like,
Yeah.
come on now. It's the conference tournament. Put it on CBS. Now the later rounds were on CBS, so I give them that, CBS and Paramount Plus. But the opening round, come on, like there's some college kids that want us to watch their team play. Some of them may not have Peacock. Like, put it on make it nationally televised. What are we doing? I digress. We move on. Michigan wins the Big Ten tournament. Go Blue. We do what we do. We get a freaking 5 seed. Are we serious?
Against a tough opponent too.
Against UC San Diego. It's very scary for me. Not even gonna lie. It's very scary because, fellas, UC San Diego has an extremely high turnover margin. Like, their points off of turnovers.
They get after.
Yeah, they get after. And what is Michigan's biggest problem? Turnovers.
Giving it away.
We love to give it away. And I think we had damn near 20 turnovers against Maryland, and then another 15 against Wisconsin. It's a very scary matchup for me. And honestly, I don't understand how a champion of a conference who didn't even have a bad regular season either, they had 20 plus wins, and we're a freaking 5 seed. That just makes no sense, especially when 2 other teams in our conference, 2 teams that we beat, one team that we beat by 20 is a 3 seed in Purdue, and the team that we beat in the conference championship, Purdue's a 4 seed. My bad. Purdue's a 4 seed. Wisconsin is a 3 seed, and we beat them in the conference title game.
And Maryland's a 4 seed too.
Maryland's also a 4 seed,
And
we beat them. So make that make sense, committee. Make that make sense.
They hate Big Blue.
They hate Big Blue.
Wow.
They hate Big Blue. But yeah. So Louisville, Creighton, you guys got moving on.
I have Louisville since it's a home game. Basically.
Creighton, most tournaments, is pretty fire.
Yeah.
But it's just Cockburn in there now, right?
Yeah.
It's Cockburn, and then they have who's their point guard?
It's not Nemhard anymore, right? He's
gone.
Yeah.
They missed their window.
I think it's Ashworth. Stephen Ashworth.
And
they have a guy named Neil.
Yes, it is Stephen. Yes.
And then they have a guy, I forget his first name, but his last name is Neil. He played really well in the Big East tournament too.
All I know is Baylor Shireman's gone. He's the Celtics now. I'll take Louisville.
Bro,
I'll take Louisville.
that Creighton team, I think it was last year when they were all there with Nemhard and Shireman.
Yeah, Cockbrenner.
Yeah. I had that team. I think I had that team going to the Elite 8, Final 4.
They went to the Elite 8, I think. Or at least the Sweets. They had a good run.
Elite 8, yeah.
Yeah.
I think they lost to Miami.
I low-key might have had them
That was 2 years ago.
That was 2 years ago?
But last year, I think they had a solid tournament,
Last year
too.
I think they lost to Tennessee.
Okay.
I had them going pretty far when they had all those guys there, but I
They
feel
were
like Creighton
first.
made a miss their window a little bit. I think I have Louisville moving on. And then Michigan, UC San Diego. I mean, I'm of course gonna pick Michigan, but I'm so scared. I'm shaking in my boots.
I'm taking Michigan.
Oh, I'm gonna take Michigan as well. UC San Diego doesn't have the size like Michigan, so
Yeah. Go to the next game.
Yeah.
I think this is the most intriguing matchup of this region for me.
Yale A&M, Texas A&M, that is. And last year, Yale beat Auburn.
In the 13 seed as well.
Yeah.
Crazy upset. People were like, what? People were going nuts. Couldn't believe it.
Danny Wolf.
And I think this is where people get got.
Yeah.
Because, they've done upsets before. You're buying into it.
I just don't think A&M wins.
That's what I'm saying. I have A&M winning. I like A&M. If Wade Taylor has a Wade Taylor game, that can be one of two things.
Dude,
He's going to go 2 of 20.
We were talking about
We were just talking.
He's going to shoot 2 of 20, 0 of 15, or he'll give you 35 points and just the toughest shot making you'll see.
Yeah.
At A&M, they can't win the tournament because of that.
Yeah.
But they should be able to beat Yale.
Yeah.
Because even if he does have his bad game, there's enough people around him, Buzz Williams coaching, where they should be all right. But they're not going to be able to get 6 straight good Wade Taylor games. He'll shoot him out of one game. I think that's what I would predict.
I saw a podcast, Field of 68. They were talking about that matchup, and Yale tries to be out physical than any other team. If they try to out physical the bully, which is Texas A&M,
Yeah, that's not going to work. That's feeding right into their gameplay and what they want you to do. And Texas A&M is a great rebounding and defensive team. And we were just talking about how Michigan could get past Texas A&M because, those are 2 teams that basically play the same style, except for if it just depends on how Wade Taylor plays.
Yeah.
Because if he has a Wade Taylor, a good Wade Taylor game, like you said, Harry, he's going to give us 30.
Nobody's beating them.
Yeah.
There's no in-betweens, though, from Caesar Tower.
There is no in-between.
Exactly.
He killed him in the SEC tournament game against Texas. He didn't play well. He had I think he went 4 for 15 from 3.
That's what he does.
And they lost in double overtime.
And 2 weeks ago, or actually a month ago, not even close to 2 weeks ago, a month ago when they played Tennessee, in Texas A&M, he had a horrible game.
And they lost.
He had a horrible game and they lost.
So the X factor for them is wait.
All I'm gonna say though is Yale, like, oh yeah, you bully people. Yeah, you play in the Ivy League. Bunch of fucking nerds. Like, no, it is. Like, oh yeah, we just beat the piss out of Cornell. Yeah, Dartmouth couldn't handle us down low. Now you go into the SEC.
As they said, is like you can't out-bully the bully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that's what I think.
Yeah. So yeah, Yale. Yeah. Start studying for finals, dorks.
Ole Miss awaiting their is gonna await their opponent. They'll take on the winner of San Diego State versus North Carolina. A lot of controversy there. First of all, with North Carolina even getting a chance to be in this tournament.
Yeah.
I
don't care about their net that they were 39 in the net. They're 1-12 in quad one wins. They're 1-12. You can't put them in. It's. But as I said, they put them in. Now they're gonna win a couple games. I can see it already.
It's a script.
It's a script.
It feels like script. Yeah. And you got an Ole Miss team. It's Chris Beard's boys, right? Yeah. He's their coach.
I still think they move on. I still think Ole Miss moves on.
You know who's the head of the committee for?
Yeah, the North Carolina AD. He got a pay raise, $104K because they made the tournament. Congrats, bro. Appreciate it.
I mean, to be fair, if I was in his shoes,
well, he was technically not in
the room,
the room when they were talking about it, but he definitely was like, here you go, here, I'll give you this.
All I'm saying that's $100,000.
Oh, I know,
bro. He could he could move that into like other sports, like hey, like your soccer team come play us, like throw a couple.
No, I agree.
Like
every single I actually know this, but like the chair, like whoever makes like the tournament, all of them are like athletic directors from each from like teams.
That
from,
is
like,
weird. Yeah,
colleges.
It's not.
Which I thought was weird because like, why are athletic directors like making the tournament when there should be an official group?
And for the college football playoff, there's its own group. It's the committee.
That's what I was gonna. What I was gonna get to. Why isn't it their own another committee?
God, now I'm mad.
But
that
actually, it frustrates me as a Duke fan. Like they shouldn't be in it. Yes, I know it was a lane violation that they lost against us, but they're 1-12 against quad one wins. They didn't beat the good teams. They beat a UCLA team that basically quit on themselves in that second half. And as I saw, they're 2-10 in the field, and they beat an American team who is in the first four, by the way.
Yeah.
That pretty much sums it up. Over a West Virginia team, who, I mean, do you want to speak on it?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So they said the committee said that West Virginia didn't make it because of Tucker Reed's injury. He didn't play since December 8th. They beat Kansas in Allen Fieldhouse without him. They won many other games without him. I truly don't get how they can factor in an injury when he hasn't played in over 4 months. Over 4 months, he hasn't played, and they're factoring in that injury. They were 6-10 in quad one wins. I don't get it, and also I don't get how Indiana didn't make it over Texas or Xavier when Xavier also had one quad one win, which I think it was UConn, and Texas had 15 losses. Granted, they're in SEC. But
that's literally what's saving them.
You can't factor in that they play in the SEC is because they have 15 losses. Their non-conference schedule was awful. That's why they had so many wins. You should look at what were they, like 6-12? So they literally had 3 losses in the non-conference schedule, and they had 12 losses in the SEC. You should not be in the tournament.
Exactly, and then like the point of scheduling a hard out-of-conference schedule is so that you can make up for the hiccups that you may have in conference.
Agreed.
That's the whole point of it. So if you're not gonna acknowledge that as the committee, then what's the point of making? It's the same thing with football. What's the point of scheduling harder opponents if you're not gonna respect that?
Agreed.
Just terrible.
Agreed.
Fix it. Get it together at TAA.
With that being said, though, I'm taking the Tar Heels. I'm taking the beat Ole Miss.
I'm still taking Ole Miss.
Playing with house money. First, they got to beat San Diego State. I know we're kind of talking like UNC's already in. They do have to play in.
No, yeah, they're gonna beat San Diego State.
I mean, San Diego State's a very good defensive team, and they're getting their big man back tonight, which is going to be huge for them. So I don't know what's going to happen. I am rooting for San Diego State, but we'll find out.
I think they'll beat San Diego State, and I had them beating Ole Miss too.
I have Ole Miss winning.
I got UNC. Yep, got them beating Ole Miss. Got them beating State. Moving on, and then you get to the 3 versus 14. Iowa State versus Lipscomb.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think whoever wins the Ole Miss, and if UNC wins, I think is going to move on to the Sweet 16.
Yeah, I agree.
with Keyshawn Gilbert being out for Iowa State is huge.
Yeah.
They don't have Curtis Jones is he had 30 against BYU and they still lost. And their other their other point guard that they have, but he's hurt too. He had a heating pad on his the whole half. It was bad. They're banged up.
They're falling apart.
I do like Iowa State. I did say that they're good. They're still a good team, but Keyshawn Gilbert's huge for them.
Yeah, Iowa State's falling apart at the wrong time, and I think they'll squeak by Lipscomb, and then after that, I think they'll be done. And it's unfortunate because that Iowa State team is pretty good when all their guys are healthy.
Mm-hmm.
It would have been interesting to see what kind of run they would have been able to go on, but unfortunately, the injury bug got them. So
yeah,
snake bitten.
Yeah. Oh, Marquette versus New Mexico. I have New Mexico taking it, honestly. I don't really care for this Marquette team too much.
They got their balls busted by Rick Pitino and his Johnnies last week, I believe. Maybe some point in the past 2 weeks.
Yeah. Well, they lost three times though.
But they had the buzzer beater to them,
and then
in home in Marquette.
Yeah, and then lost by 20.
Yeah, they lost by 20, but they got their balls busted on.
Yeah.
That kind of ended their season. Felt like the deflating moment. You know who's really going to end their season? Son of Pitino.
Yeah.
Son of Pitino. Fuck him. Marquette's going home. No Tyler Kolek. He ain't walking through those doors.
Nope.
One matchup I'm very excited to see from that thing is Donovan Ben versus Cam Jones.
That'd be good, yeah.
Two very good point guards, but I don't think Cam Jones will be on him. I think a very good defender in Marquette with Stevie Mitchell will be on Donovan Ben, which will be another electrifying matchup, which is going to be awesome. That's my matchup to look at for that.
I was still in my mind thinking it was St. John's. I was going through this, those two. No. But I'm yes, because it is New Mexico, yes. Yeah.
Still in recovery here.
Yeah.
And then I think Michigan State beats Bryant, but Bryant's a pretty good team. They might give him a little fight in the first half.
Yes.
Peter Kiss a few years ago
yes.
was an all-timer.
Yeah,
Peter Kiss was a dog. He was putting up 35, no problem, back in the day at Bryant. So shout out him. But yeah, Michigan State should win pretty handily.
Yeah. And then moving on to the West region, Florida's overall 1 seed. Any thoughts on Florida?
They're probably the best team in the country right now.
Are they the number 1 overall seed?
No, they're number 4. This West.
Did I say that?
This West is probably the best region I've seen. My dad and my one of my friends brothers, what's it called? They're St. John's fans, and they're like, dude. I text them. They're like, dude, we got messed up here, because they're a 2 seed and look at their region.
Yeah, this region is tough.
There's round of 32 matchup. It's either gonna be Bill Self or Coach Cal.
Yeah.
It's absurd. That's absurd.
From Kansas and Arkansas.
Yeah. That should be an Elite 8 Final Four matchup, not a round of 32.
That's messed up.
Yeah, it just goes back to show how the committee just did not do a great job with seeding this year.
I think they did a good job with that. I think it's fine. Kansas and Arkansas are not very good.
But still, name recognition
exactly.
and guys who have been there before.
Yeah, exactly.
It's for around 32.
They know how to win a March.
Around 32, you don't want that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you go straight at the top, Florida, Norfolk State, later Norfolk State.
Yeah.
Connecticut, the back-to-back defending champs.
18.
Probably won't get past the first weekend this year.
Nah, I don't.
Crazy. I can see them beating Oklahoma pretty easily.
I can see them beating Oklahoma, but if they're hot against Florida, that game's going to be closer than people expect.
Yeah, I was going to say, it would be a good game.
I think Danny Hurley will get this team a little right and make it a very close game.
They haven't lost in March.
He's 12-0 against the spread.
Yeah, unbelievable.
12-0 in the past.
I would like to see that UConn and Florida matchup. That would be a very interesting matchup.
Awesome.
And then, I really like this Maryland team. If they were in any other region, I would have them going to the Elite 8 Final Four.
Yeah.
If they didn't have to run into Florida.
I think my first upset's Colorado State versus Memphis.
Really?
Oh,
I like this Memphis team.
Tyrese Hunter, a really good guard for Memphis. It might be out. I've been looking on Twitter all day. He's day to day. Coach Benny Hardaway said that he might. What's it called? That he's going to try and practice and stuff. That's a huge miss if they had.
You still got Haggerty though, right?
They have Haggerty.
Musa Cisse.
Yeah, they have Dana Dodgy.
And Musa Cisse. No one gets it done like him. Local guy.
Colorado State is on I think an 8-game winning streak right now. They're riding hot. They weren't supposed to be in the tournament.
No, they were bid stealer.
They're bid
stealer.
Yeah.
And there was a 12. There's 12 fives.
Every year there's one.
Every year there's one, and I think this is the one.
Okay.
I think it's another 5-12 matchup in another region, but I like this Memphis team. I don't know. I mean, I get Colorado State.
Musa
hot,
Cisse.
but
If you look at every metric, Colorado State is better.
okay. They are actually Memphis is underdogs in this game too.
Yeah.
I believe.
Are
Two
they?
and a half.
Yeah.
2.5.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Opening line.
Oh, I'm taking 1 cent. Come on. Come on.
Yeah. I mean, and then the next matchup underneath that is Maryland versus Grand Canyon. Like I said, guys, like I have so much respect for this Maryland team. Derek Queen's a walking bucket. I mean,
Joker.
just watching him against Michigan, it was so frustrating as a Michigan fan because he just was unguardable. And like I said, if they weren't in this region with Florida, I would have them going pretty far. That Crab 5 is nice, but again, their Achilles heel is after that. There's really
They're
no
no
one.
depth.
Yeah, they have no depth, and that's really what hurt them against Michigan. Yeah, they could have won. They still could have won, but it took 31 points from Derek Queen.
Yeah.
And yeah, that is spectacular, but like also at the same time, it really just shows it's really just that starting 5. And God forbid you only get Derek Queen hitting and maybe one other person, then you're kind of SOL because now you don't have no bench, and then the rest of your starting 5 isn't doing anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's real.
Yeah.
Next one. This is the most intriguing.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is my first upset, I believe. Actually, no, my second. Drake versus Missouri. I got Drake. We talked about this Drake team when we were talking about the conference tournaments. We talked about this Drake team.
Arch Madness.
This Drake team is filthy.
It's two polar opposite teams playing each other. Drake likes to slow you down, slow-paced team, but Memphis likes to play quick.
Mizzou,
whatever.
Sorry, just making
Yeah, I know. But like it's tough. In the last podcast I did say that Missouri was gonna go far, but I didn't know they're gonna get matched up with Drake. So like I'm still going back and forth. I have like 8 different brackets, so I have like multiple different winners, so I can't really pick a team. If I really had to, I might pick Drake, but I'm still going back and forth right now. I mean, we're still Tuesday, so we still got a few more days.
Still got time.
You can sleep on it in a few more nights.
I'm definitely sleeping on it.
Yeah, I mean, Harry, your thoughts on this?
Give me Mizzou. Give me Mizzou. You know, I'm a sucker for the SEC. Not every team, but for this case, yes. I saw Missouri, how they can play. Their best basketball is pretty damn good. What they did to Alabama, I'm going to kill Drake. Not kill. That's mean. I respect Drake.
He's wrong.
Trust me on this.
Don't listen to him.
Trust me on this, dude.
Don't listen to him.
Mark Mitchell, come on.
Drake's a good team. Drake's a good team.
Drake, yeah, I feel like Drake can make Missouri play the type of game they want to play. Like Nick said, like if Drake gets Missouri to slow this game down, playing
that's Drake's game. That's Drake's game.
Exactly. Man. And I feel like it's easier to make a team play slow than make a team play fast.
It's funny also, dude. Like this whole Drake team's rostered around like a D2 program.
Yeah.
And they're 11 seed, and we're talking about how they might be a Sweet 16 like Cinderella story.
Yeah, we spoke
That fucking rules.
That's awesome.
That rules.
Awesome.
We spoke about that on the last episode. So yeah.
It's like the Mighty Ducks, like a movie kind of.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a ragtag group of guys. Just getting it fucking done.
Yeah. I mean, that's really the only other intriguing matchup here. I mean, other than Kansas and Arkansas.
Yeah, I think Texas Tech.
Texas Tech versus UNC Wilmington. That's really nothing.
I still have Kansas.
UNC Wilmington sucks at every sport, including lacrosse. St. John's is gonna do whatever. St. John's is gonna do whatever they want to. The Omaha, and then Kansas Arkansas.
I have Kansas.
Do we get in? You guys both got Kansas?
No, I got Arkansas.
I have Kansas.
I have Arkansas.
Thank you. I have Arkansas. I think Nick is wrong here.
ARK. We're AR. Put the AR in front of it. That's what we got.
I'm really low on this Kansas team. I don't think there's anything.
I'm low on both teams. I don't care who wins this game. I know that they're both going to lose to St. John's.
Yeah,
it's very two anyway. So like
they're both very underwhelming.
It's not like yeah.
Yeah. I think Hunter Dickinson, his long dragged out college career for the last 8 years, he left you guys. So I'm gonna keep going.
Respect.
He was 13 All-American this year.
Respect.
He was, and he's gonna end unspectacularly losing in the first round.
And
we don't know.
Boogie Flan is
coming back. But also if Boogie Flan is coming back. They were 0-5 in the SEC when he was there.
That is true.
Hey, well, Kansas is in the SEC, so.
Hey, actually, they actually have been playing better without him.
Yeah.
So that might mess it up, but again, Kansas who can't like.
Kansas was the preseason number 1, right? Yeah. They're 7 seed. They're bums. They're out of here. It's over.
I believe so.
And and if we're wrong in the next round, the Godfather waits.
Yes.
And I know you agree with
that's
that.
Exactly,
that's what I said. I said I don't care. I'm not losing sleep over this game because I know that they're going to lose in a round of 30.
Yeah, if I get Arkansas, Kansas wrong, my bracket's like, okay.
Yeah.
Whoopee. Yeah, I missed the first round. It's going to happen.
Bro, and St. John's is going to have I don't want to say a cakewalk, but pretty close to a cakewalk.
Omaha's pretty good. I mean, they're a solid team.
To the Sweet 16.
They can give them a run, but...
Well, they won their conference, so they must be, They have to be competent,
Did you see that they, after every win, they break like trash cans?
Really?
Oh, yeah.
That's
I'm in.
This St. John's team is literally like a mafia. They're going to...
All right. Let's be real. Big East wasn't that good this year. St. John's don't get me wrong, St. John's is a very good team. I believe in them. I love them. They're good. But the Big East wasn't that good this year. We got to see them. They lost 4 games, one to Baylor, Big 12 team. I don't remember the rest. They're all in.
They lost to Villanova.
By
1. Yeah. I remember that game.
So this team has been battle tested, but I mean we'll find out in the real. And obviously Patino's gonna have them ready.
Yeah.
I just get down with Richmond and Lewis, those guys. Yeah. They have a good team.
RJ Sweet Lou, as Gus Johnson says, Sweet Lou.
He posted, Rick Pitino posted on Twitter a picture of him and RJ, and he goes, "My sweet RJ." Weird post, but he is 80, so you got to kind of a break. Yeah, and no one wears a white suit better. He looked like me on First Communion. He was looking good. I wore a white suit. I looked fly. I've worn a suit twice since then.
Not flyer than Rick, though.
No one's flyer than Rick.
Can't beat the Godfather.
No, it's the Godfather.
Can't beat the Godfather.
And the funny enough that he's playing his first game in Providence.
Yeah.
Where he went to a tournament there too.
Yeah, he's all in that Northeast area, other than Louisville and Kentucky. But he was coaching up in BU, Providence, and he was up in Iona, which is New York, but that's Northeast.
Celtics,
Yeah. KG's it's Larry Bird's not coming through that door. Kevin McHale's not coming through that door. Oh, you guys want to go to the East or the Midwest?
Doesn't matter.
Let's go Midwest.
All right, I like it.
Let's go Midwest.
Same thing, Houston. Hey, if a 16 seed upsets a 1 seed this year, I'm not going to be the one predicting it.
Hopefully not Duke. Please not Duke. That's all I care.
That's
all. I've got a suicide watch.
That would be so.
And we just got demonetized. Thank you, Nick.
My bad.
Killing it, man. You know how much we make off these videos? We have to pay now.
You're hurting our income.
No, we have to pay money now because he's saying shit like that. Yeah, so Houston versus Edwardsville. Was it Southern Illinois University? Was it Indiana?
Cares?
I don't know.
Yeah, and guess what? They
cares?
They got 40 minutes of basketball to play the rest of the year, and it's over. So we'll move on.
They're playing Houston basketball, no mercy.
Yeah, oh my God, Samson's gonna have that team suffocating. And it's not gonna be fun to watch.
No.
Gonzaga, Georgia.
Very intriguing matchup.
Yeah, I've heard conflicting things about that. I've heard some people say Georgia, some people say Gonzaga. Gonzaga, 8 been very quiet this year. Haven't had a lot of noise out of Gonzaga, but I'm still taking the experience, and I'm taking the Bulldog. Well, the Gonzaga Bulldogs.
That's funny. I didn't even think about that.
I'm taking Gonzaga too.
I'm just gonna take the Bulldogs. Get it over with. The school that starts with a G.
Are you kidding me,
dude? Are you, bro?
Ends with an A.
Dude, stop.
All right. We get it.
I'm not making a pick.
We get.
I mean, that is pretty wild.
Fair enough.
It's a good bit.
Yeah. I think if Gonzaga wins, I think they're going to give Houston a problem. I think Mark Few will have those boys ready. I think they're going to make it. It's going to be a problem.
And Houston always chokes during March.
This is the healthiest they've been, you grant it, but I think they give them a little of a problem. I think it's a very close game throughout this whole game. But I could be wrong.
Since they're Bulldogs, Gonzaga's lost their bite, or their bark, and their bite. They used to, Drew Timmy back in the day.
Yeah.
Hey. Yeah. Jalen Suggs, Chat. Now
playing
it's just
80s basketball.
Now it's just
who's there?
They're still good, though.
Yeah, but Newell at Georgia, I like what they got going on at Georgia.
Yeah, I do too, but I mean,
Gonzaga's...
I'm taking the experience over...
a good season.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. The coaches that have been there before know how to prepare. That matters.
It does matter.
It
does matter.
Yeah.
Maybe Kirby Smart can give Georgia a speech before the game, get him all fired up. And I'm taking Georgia. Okay. I love the SEC.
I know you do.
I do. And Gonzaga, I used to hate Gonzaga back in the day.
Why?
Because they were so good, but they always lost in the end. But early in the year, they'd be they're so good. They had Rui Hachimura.
They've always been super good during the regular season, done nothing.
And I was
this is the first year probably.
I was at my buddy's house and we're watching the game, And it was I believe it was when Zion was in college. I don't know if him and
Yeah,
Hachimura.
they played on the Maui tournament.
Yeah, that's when it was. It was at my buddy Duncan's house. I was screaming. I was so enraged. I kept calling him Hibachi. Rui Hibachi. I was so mad.
Oh, we're definitely gone. We're definitely.
I was a little kid. I didn't know. I busted my balls. But
I was a little kid.
I was, yeah. So I've always had it out for guns. I hated Chet at college, but I love Drew Timme.
Yeah.
Drew Timme did rule.
Exciting whites.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. So moving on to Clemson, McNeese, American Gangster, Will Wade.
This is my upset.
He's a Clemson alum too.
This is
Is
my
he?
upset.
Loves Clemson football. Loves it.
I remember he coached at LSU. They got rid of him.
Yeah.
He got in trouble. He did
He's
some
gonna
bad things. Who hasn't?
He might be the Indiana or the NC State coach next year.
Yeah, I've heard the Indiana smoke for sure.
I like the UCLA coach going to Indiana.
Mick Cronin?
Yeah. Cronin.
Yeah, I know, but you look into the Clemson McNeese State game. I like Clemson. I know, like, I'm kind of being a weenie today, just picking all the favorites. And McNeese is good. They are. But Clemson, like, I like Zachary, the point guard, the BC transfer. Was it Ian Schaefer? How do you say? Schefter. He's good. He's very good. I like Clemson a lot. I was watching them play. Who were they playing about a week ago?
SMU?
No, I was at Pop Stroke. They're playing BC, and just BC sucks.
Yeah.
But they still kick their teeth in, and I like the way they play.
I do like Clemson too, but I might pick McNeese.
I'm picking McNeese.
Just because that student manager.
Yeah, I'm picking McNeese because of
He's awesome.
Sorry for
He rules,
yeah.
but I'm still picking Clemson. Though.
For lack of better words, the aura that McNeese has. That's why I'm picking them because the aura, and also I have a friend who's a big Clemson fan, and it would be really funny to see him upset. And he's really easy to rage bait, so I would love for McNeese to win, so I could just rage bait the shit out of him. And you know I'm good at that.
Yeah, you are.
You know personally.
No, because you're like your whole thing. We had an episode like, "Is Harry a scumbag?" And then you're on it in the middle of our show, and you're like, "I hope Clemson loses so I can make my friend angry." And I'm the bad one. I'm the mean person. My friends, I try to lift them up. I want them to. Who, me? I try to make them do good. And you're like, I want to see them fail.
No.
I want to point. You literally saying you want to point and laugh.
No, see.
Yes,
no,
yes.
No. You're trying to make me out to be the bad guy now.
I mean, you just said you were the bad guy.
You want to be the bad guy.
Yeah, everyone's getting that sense.
No. Okay, we're going to move on.
Yeah, we're moving on. We should be.
I'm not the bad guy. Anyways, Purdue, High Point. I'm kind of picking this out of spite because Purdue shouldn't even be a 4 seed. And High Point, they got a lot of shot makers. This is very hard opening matchup for Purdue. I'm taking High Point to win it. So I got a 12 seed versus a 13 seed in my round of 32 game.
Nice.
Smart.
Nice.
Ballsy.
I got High Point too.
Really?
Yeah, I do. I have them in my bracket. Yeah. Fuck Purdue.
A few
Exactly.
Like Peter's a loser.
I like High Point a lot. I did pick them. I'm gonna stick with them. Why not?
Yeah.
Purdue,
So we all just swept
Purdue
them
has
at 13.
Purdue has not looked good.
No.
Since
They
turned them onto March.
They just got blown out by 20, and they got a freaking 4 seed in the NCAA tournament. They didn't even make it to the
They kind of just like sagged their way through things. You know, like Edie, like last year was able to just do his Edie shit,
and they would win.
And they would win with that. And they don't have that thing.
No,
this
they
year.
don't
Like, Braden
have that.
Smith's fantastic.
He's great.
Fantastic.
Don't get us wrong here. He's great.
But he's not a 7.
But they don't have a 7'3" guy who can who can literally
just
carry your way.
You can have like Braden Smith is a normal sized basketball player.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he could be lights out. He could be good, but that's way easier to stop than an good 7-footer. You know what I'm saying? And
7 foot plus. He's like 7'4".
If he's not making a shot, if he's making half of his shot, like not much of his shots, High Point's gonna win the game.
Yeah, they're smoked. They're smoked. Anyways, Purdue's gonna be out of here. So is Clemson. Illinois is gonna take on the winner of Texas Xavier. We do Texas and Xavier first. Who do you guys got moving on?
They both kind of stink.
Yeah, I mean,
toss up again. I'm literally doing flipping a coin.
I mean, Nick, I know you think that Texas. Actually, both these teams shouldn't even be here.
No.
I'm
flipping a coin. Give me Xavier.
I'll make Texas. Yeah, I'll take Texas. Trey Johnson.
Hook 'em. But then
when they have to play a real game,
it'll be short-lived. It'll be short-lived. Illinois will.
And then right after that,
I think Illinois can make the Sweet 16 if they're getting healthy again.
It's a scary team.
They're a scary team. They're very talented.
Dude,
a lot of people say that they're not talented. They're a very talented team, but they just haven't put it together. And Brad Underwood, I know he's going to try to put something together. I think they make the Sweet 16. Also, Kentucky is that 3 seed. He's good. They're good. But Lamont Butler is literally on one shoulder right now, and they have no other point guard. They have Williams taking up the ball. He's a center. I don't think that's going to carry on in March. A lot of people have said March, you need very good guard play. If you have your one point guard on one shoulder, that's not going to do you justice.
But he's going to be out there.
Oh, he's going to be out there.
He's going to be out there.
Lamont Butler doesn't care. He's going to be out there. He's going to try to win games and stuff. But
he's won games, Final Four games.
Yeah, he won. He had the buzzer beater.
He gets it done. That's what I'm saying. He's a big time player.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This Illinois. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you want to go?
Yeah, I'm quick. I'm just taking Illinois in that game against the winner of Texas Xavier.
Wait. Say that again.
I'm taking Illinois to beat the winner of
Okay.
Texas Xavier.
All right, okay. Yeah, I agree with Nick. I feel like Illinois team can go pretty far. Freshman, I don't even know how to say his last name. Giannakis, I think that's how you say it. Dog. I watched his team play against Michigan and in the tournament. They played great. I think they played well in the tournament. It just didn't go their way. But against Michigan, they completely killed us. And when their main guys wasn't hitting, it was Ty Rodgers who came up big for them and was scoring a lot. So and Kylan Boswell, they got good role players outside of their stars, and then they have another freshman, Will Riley, who's lights out too.
Yeah.
I forget who. It was against Purdue. Purdue late in the game, he had a tough bucket and sent Purdue home. Yeah. And so I respect this Illinois team a lot. I can see them definitely see them going far, especially with Kentucky being banged up and then playing a team that shouldn't even been in the tournament to begin with. Yeah. They could go on a little bit of a run here, so I would have to agree with you guys.
I'm taking Illinois, yeah, but I'm in on Kentucky. I get brainwashed by my good friend Will Higgins. He is Big Blue Nation. Mm-hmm. He loves Kentucky. He has forever, and he's very excited about what he sees because they beat Tennessee twice this year.
Yeah, but that's with Jackson Robinson.
Yeah, but he doesn't care. He's delusional. I don't have them beating Tennessee. I don't have. Don't get me twisted on that. But I do have them beating Illinois in my bracket right now. But Mark Pope's a great coach. Yeah. Big coach. Huge. Presence to him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. There's presence. Yeah. So I've been in all weekend. My buddy Will was here. He's been in my ear telling me Kentucky's going to be good. He is the world's worst March Madness picker. I guess would be the bracket maker. It was 3 years in a row that his overall winner lost in the first day of the tournament. Not even the first round, the first day, and then you had Ohio State the year before when they were the 2 seed. Was it Oral Roberts got him? He's an unbelievable failure.
Abrams, dog. He transferred to Texas, right?
Yeah, like 2 years.
Yeah. So the whole Will Higgins experience. I'm trusting him a little too much on this one. I know. I'm putting my eggs in the wrong basket.
It's okay. You can sleep on it.
I know. I can. I know. But
don't let him.
Damn no, I'm gonna have him beat Troy.
Yeah.
Fuck Troy. Sunbelt. Yeah. No. Sean Saab. I don't know how we got snubbed. We should have been in pretty easily.
Our women's got snubbed. Hosted at NIT though.
I saw that.
In the ACC Center.
How about that? That's pretty dope.
Big.
That's pretty dope.
First 21 season in the last 6 years. Come on now.
Yeah, we
go Teal.
Clap it up.
Clap it up for the ladies.
Clap it up.
Clap it up for the ladies' shots.
All right, going on the UCLA Utah State.
UCLA.
The way the UCLA looked in Big Ten tournament did not really I didn't really was. I'm damn shocked that they didn't play well at all. But Mick Cronin, I think gets it done. I think they get it done, but I also don't think they get to the Sweet 16.
Here, go ahead.
Give me Utah State.
Yeah. So I jumped the gun a little bit. I said UCLA, but they just think about how what's playing in my head right now, fellas. The video of Mick Cronin talking about how soft his team is. Yeah. There's no way his guys got over that. Hearing that from your coach in that type of way, bashing your players in the media, that can't sit well with you.
He's not wrong though. They are very soft. They have a 7'3" guy who doesn't take force in the
But that's something that should be said in the locker room, not in front of the media.
No,
there's different ways to say that. I don't know if that.
But Mick Cronin's one of those guys where he's
I don't know if that sat well with with his team, but I can't imagine it sat well with his team because he's just going to the media. So I don't know how much these guys are rallying and gonna be listening to him like that. So I could see Utah State sneaking one out here.
Gerard Mayo said the same damn thing earlier this year about the Patriots. Called them soft, called them weak, called them fragile.
He, right now?
He could be right in the 4th chair right here. Unemployed, jobless. Talk about my team. My quarterback. Not soft. Yeah, no. So I think I got Utah State. Alma mater Jordan Love. And Bobby Wagner, Utah State guy.
No, Utah State.
That's what I thought, yeah.
Bobby Wagner.
Tennessee versus Wofford. Wofford, another one of those things people are going to hear, and they're like, oh, they did an upset a few years ago.
I got Wofford.
No, you don't.
I don't.
I know.
I don't.
I Tennessee in the Final Four.
I don't.
I like... Oh, same here, bro. Come on now. Don't play that. But, yeah, no, Wofford, like, I remember when, like, Tyler Hero was in school when they went on that run. I know they played Kentucky, and they lost to Kentucky, but they won a game or two before that, or something like that.
I think
it was that guy Fletcher McGee, right?
Yeah, I think it was. I think it was when Tyler Hero was there.
Yeah, fuck Fletcher McGee.
Yeah.
My buddy Will in my ear again. He's like the whole time.
Oh, I think they beat Seton Hall actually.
Yeah.
Go Vols.
I'm taking Tennessee.
Go Vols. Go to Rocky
Gainey, Ziegler, Lanier, Meshack. Great team.
Yeah.
Real quick, this is a little side quest, little side thought. Remember earlier when we were talking about the 2020 tournament, how Dayton would have been sick to watch and Michigan State?
I know, yeah.
You know who else would have been sick to watch? Seton Hall.
Max Powell.
Yeah.
From Trenton.
Yeah. Dude, he would have he would have been sick to watch that. Probably would have raised his draft stock. But anyways, yeah. That was one of those side notes.
We're going to East.
Yeah, moving on to the east side of the bracket.
This is the region of Prestige. You started off here.
Obviously, I have Duke.
You don't believe in American?
Yeah, that was like very unconfident.
Mount St. Mary's? Mount St. Mary's not giving you a scare?
Yeah, it's giving you a scare a little bit?
No.
You sure?
The only thing that's giving me a scare is Cooper Flag right now. His status. That's the only thing that's scaring me.
Sit him first, Kim.
What?
Just don't let him play in the first round.
No, I want him playing. I want him playing 5 minutes max.
5 minutes max?
Get his feet wet.
Okay.
Get his feet wet.
What?
Okay, you act like I'm crazy. I want him to play 5 minutes.
No, look.
Sorry.
Yes, I want him as healthy as possible, but I also want him to get that tournament feel. So maybe 5-10 minutes max, 5 minutes each half. We're not going to need him much anyway. I think we're going to blow this team out. I mean, look what we did without him in the ACC tournament.
Talk your talk.
Won the chip. I mean, can't really do anything about that. But I don't know. I don't want him. I don't want to overwork him in a round of 64 against a 16 seed. I'd rather him get the overload on either Baylor or Mississippi State. I have Mississippi State winning. Would be cool if Baylor winning because of Jeremy Roach. A revenge game a little bit, or home Cinderella,
Better hope not.
Whatever. But I don't. So where he can have another week rest of that foot, but I want him playing 5-10 minutes max in the first game.
Kevin, I'm gonna speak for you. We both have Duke. All right.
Yeah.
Moving on to the 8-9. Everyone loves a good 8-9. You got a competitive game.
I Mississippi State. I think Joshua Hubbard's good.
Chris Jan's the dentist.
Yeah, he's their defensive team. And I mean, yes, I know Baylor has a really good roster, but they haven't impressed me once this year.
I got Baylor beating Mississippi State.
Why? Because VJ had to show him he's sick.
Yeah, that's exactly who I was looking at. He's a dog. And I want to see that Jeremy Roach revenge game versus Duke.
It'd be awesome.
That would be sick.
Something to beat him, but.
Yeah, but it'd be
Yeah, it would be good for the plot.
Yeah, I could see this going either way. I'll take Mississippi State, take Chris Jans.
Yeah.
Moving on to Oregon Liberty. A lot of people like this as an upset thing. Like, they think Liberty can do it. My thing is I'll never pick fucking Liberty for anything. I hate them.
Why?
Hate Jamie Chadwell, their scumbag football
they're a good
coach.
Christian school.
Yeah, I love God, love Jesus. Fuck Liberty. No, I really do hate Liberty with everything. If you go into NCAA football, you load up Coastal, you know who their rival says, number one? Liberty. Why? I don't know.
Yeah, well,
but
Chadwell left us. And
scumbag.
Left us to ruin us.
We have a good time.
We got back. We're good.
We have a good time. No,
not back.
Not right
We're
now.
not
Don't
back.
do this. We have a fun, good time at the school, right?
Don't get me started.
Smiling, having fun. It's a good environment.
Up and coming program.
Yeah,
we
let me
could
go
probably be in the ACC in like the next couple of years if Chadwell would have stayed.
Let me go to Liberty.
What the fuck? Like,
it's the lamest school.
It's in Virginia.
Ever. Yeah.
He's supposed to freeze his ass off.
Yeah.
He probably had a house by the beach.
Uh-huh.
And you believe that?
Yeah, it's bullshit.
Dude.
And it's strict curfew at 6 p.m.
Come on, bro. And imagine the recruits he could have got here. in this day and age.
I know.
The upgrades he could have made to our facilities, the upgrades he could have pushed for.
I was pissed. Yeah, so I'm going with Oregon for that. For that alone, easy.
I'm on your side. F Liberty. I hate Liberty.
I hate him. I
got Oregon.
You gonna pick Liberty?
No.
Good.
I said Oregon.
Then we move.
This is another very intriguing matchup to me.
Arizona Akron.
I like this Akron team.
If Caleb Love does not perform like how we've seen,
it's like
he's West Coast Wade.
He is West Coast Wade.
Akron.
But he's been doing this for years.
Akron is going to put up a dogfight. You know that they're a very good mid-major team, but I still have Arizona.
The Zips.
Caleb Love's going to pull up from half court a couple times, and you're going to be like, "What the hell?" And it might go in.
Yeah, it just
might.
Depends on his day.
Yeah,
depends on his day.
I remember he can shoot 0 for 8 for 3 so easily.
Yeah.
And it's weird because he can drive the ball too,
yeah.
and he just doesn't do it.
He's a terrific athlete.
Yeah.
He just doesn't use his athleticism. It's like he thinks he's Steph, where like he's fragile, like young Steph Curry.
Yeah.
Where he's fragile and he's just quick, but he's tall, he's big.
Yeah.
And then they got the big guy. They got the big white guy who gets the cupping all the time. I forget his name.
Besar.
Yeah, he's good too. He's a solid player.
He's gotten better and better.
Yeah, I think Arizona will win, but Akron
definitely
could pull it off. Yeah, Akron could definitely pull it off.
Like where we're at.
Good game next game too.
Yeah, BYU versus VCU.
The Commonwealth.
Yeah, Virginia Commonwealth, yes sir. Actually, drive past the campus on my way here.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
Nice.
every drive down. What's it called? Winners of the A10.
Yep.
Yeah, winners of the A10. Going against BYU out of the Big 12. I got BYU.
Yeah, BYU. Draining threes, soaking in the beds. That's what they do up there. So I'll take BYU.
I have BYU to Sweet 16.
Yeah.
I think they beat Wisco.
Yeah, I think BYU. Yeah, exactly. I agree.
I do too. I'm looking at dude, come on. You kidding me right now? Fuck yeah. Sorry. I got Jillian. I don't know.
Well, anyways, I got BYU being VCU. BYU, I guess they were expected to take a kind of a drop a little bit, and they've kind of stayed consistent. They lost their coach. Their coach went to Kentucky to take over for Cal, and they haven't really skipped a beat at all. And then they got AJ Vansa coming in next year, so they're probably going to be top 4 seed. Yeah, they're probably going to be a top 4 seed next year. So
people are very frightened by the rise of New England basketball. I'm just saying, Cooper Flagg, main man. Rest in peace, Terrence Clark. He was dope.
Yeah,
he was great. Now we got AJ. There's a lot of good prospects for an area that's never really had a lot.
Yeah.
And like, who was it? It's like, Georges Niang, like Michael Carter Williams, Nerlens Noel. That generation of guys from like 2012 on.
Yeah.
There's been so much more since those guys got out to the league. So I just want to.
Where's Michael Carter Williams from?
He's somewhere in Massachusetts. I forget where it is. And there's another guy down from the Cape. I was like, what? That's crazy, yo. What's his name? Oh my God, the dude with the Pat Connaughton. Pat Connaughton, yeah.
Yeah, he's from. Oh, he is. Does he? He has like an insane real estate company up there.
Duncan Robinson's another one. I believe.
Yeah, Duncan Robinson, dog.
It's a bunch of them.
Dog.
It's a new thing, new wave.
Dog.
Moving
on to 13-14. Matchup.
I think West Coast wins.
Yeah, I said 13-14.
John Tanji.
3 seed versus 14. Yeah, Wisconsin's gonna take it, even though they can't. They look very tired in tournament. Me and Nick were talking about the Big Ten tournament before the show, and we basically agreed because both teams could not score. It was like 21-23 at halftime.
Gritty.
Granted, Wisconsin played 4 games in 4 days.
Yeah,
they look tired.
They'll do it.
But I mean, it's gonna be tough. I mean, they're playing their first 2 games. I'm assuming if they win in Denver. So I mean, I know BYU is gonna bring a crowd. So I think BYU takes them.
Yeah.
A team that's tired, you're saying? They might be a little tired? They're playing in Denver? Altitude.
Yeah, that's
not...
No,
I said that.
Yeah. No altitude.
That's not...
That's real shit.
Yeah.
That's not going to be fun. That's not going to be fun at all.
Montana, though, back in the day...
They're a good team.
Back in the day, they were fantastic in conference. They still are, but I used to watch way too much Montana basketball.
The Grizz.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Moving on.
They're FCS for football, right?
Yes, they are. Yeah, they are. 7-10? Little 7-10 action here.
There's another coin flip for me.
I got Vandy. I feel like St. Mary's is never good in the postseason. They're like
they've disappointed a few times.
They're in the same conference as Gonzaga, so like they're That what was it, the West Coast Conference?
Yeah,
the West,
WCC.
the West Coast Conference. The championship game is always between. I feel like it was always between St. Mary's and Gonzaga.
Yeah.
This year it wasn't, but St. Mary's is always they've always lost that matchup to Gonzaga, so therefore they end up getting like a 7 seed or something like that.
They were at 5 not even that long ago, 4 or 5. Remember that?
Yeah, and like they never played to that standard, I would say. And they always disappoint. So I got Vandy, and Vandy. I feel like Vandy's battle tested. They play in the SEC. That means something in my eyes.
Yeah.
That was a hard conference through and through, and as it shows in this bracket, because how many SEC teams do we have in this bracket? Like
all but 2 of them.
14.
Literally.
Go Tigers.
Literally. So. Who is it? Is it
It's them in South Carolina.
Yeah.
They're probably gonna play another SEC opponent with Bama next round anyway.
Yeah. Well,
I think they will.
You never count out Bobby Morris.
No, I wouldn't.
Never.
Bobby Morris.
Bama.
Bobby Morris.
Bobby Morris.
It is Bama. Is Grant Nelson going to be healthy in time for that round of 32 matchup? That will be the thing, because if he's not,
they said it's a 4 or 5 day thing where they got the Friday matchup, so it's extra rest. But I don't know.
I say you rest him. Just take your. I mean, if it happens, like you should.
They have depth where
it's
not really gonna matter with him.
Just let him rest for this game and then allow him to come back, reassess, and that's gonna do it for the tournament. My goodness.
First round.
Yeah, for the first
round. Wait a minute now.
Talk about Final Four picks and stuff.
Yeah, we'll do Final Four picks real quick, and I think we should also do our biggest upsets, like which upset we truly believe in the most. Okay. So we could go into our Final Four picks right now. Nick, you want to go first?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
All right, if we're only doing Final Four. Yeah. I'll just go off the top of that. Here we go. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
All right, so I got the South. I have Michigan State, actually.
Michigan State
coming out of the South. I got the East. I got Duke.
Mm-hmm.
The West, I got Florida. And then the Midwest, I got Tennessee. And then in my finals, I have Duke versus Florida, and Duke wins.
I'm going to make this very unexciting.
Okay.
I have the exact same thing, but drop the state for Michigan. I got the Wolverines in the Final Four.
That's what I'm talking about.
I got the Wolverines in the Final Four.
Blue, hail to
I
the
do.
victors.
I have Michigan.
That's
I have Florida. I got
about.
Duke. I got Tennessee.
You got 2 trees in the paint. Come on now.
Ooh, I have Florida and Duke in the final right now, but I'm not gonna tell you I believe that with my whole heart because I don't even know, man. I've been through so much. It's like I haven't even clicked a bubble who I think is gonna win.
Yeah.
I'm leaning Florida right now as the winner. They look unstoppable.
They're really unstoppable.
And I'm like, whoa. And then Tennessee though, I like Tennessee. All 4 of these teams.
Yeah.
No offense, I'm not gonna pick Michigan to win, but I do have them on a respectable run.
No, we're not a national championship team.
If
we had I keep saying this, if we had a consistent shooter or 2, we would be a national championship team.
Give me Florida versus Duke if Cooper Flagg's playing.
He's gonna play. You know he's not on that court. He's gonna get on that court.
And give me the main event. No.
You know he's gonna be on that court.
Oh man.
Do you think Cooper Flagg is gonna miss a Final Four national championship?
Come on, his last Final Four.
Sprained ankle.
Come on.
Yeah, but no, I feel weak if I also pick Duke. Oh jeez. Ooh, but it's the main event.
It's the main event.
It's the main event.
It's the Brotherhood too.
It's the main event. It's the main event. Come on. It's the main event. Well, I'll take Duke.
Come on now.
All right,
So
so I actually have the exact same left side of the bracket.
Ooh.
So Michigan State versus Florida. Then I have Duke in there too in my final. Except for my difference is I have Tennessee.
I have Tennessee.
We all have Tennessee.
Oh, are you serious?
Yes, we all. Yes.
Oh, so we all have the exact.
You
same
two have the
final.
exact same one.
So
I have 2 less letters. That's the only difference.
You have.
You're the only difference I have Tennessee. We both have Tennessee.
You don't have State in there.
Yeah, I don't have State.
Oh wow! We gotta immediately change this.
I'm not changing. I already said.
Hey, we said what we said. Hey, my thing was picked before I saw any of you.
The way they
That's
get
what I'm
there.
saying.
I have so many brackets that have that Final Four.
I have a crazy Elite 8. I have McNeese beating Houston in the Elite 8. Or no, not Elite.
Sweet 16?
Sweet 16, yeah.
Okay.
And then my Elite 8 is Tennessee versus McNeese.
I have my Elite 8. It's Duke, Bama. I have Auburn, Michigan State. It's very fun.
Yeah, you count on this one.
Florida, Texas Tech, and then I have actually Clemson versus Tennessee.
Duke, Bam. I might go Duke, BYU.
I'll give you what I got. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I got Michigan versus UNC.
Bro, what? Whoa, time out. Wait, did you change it or were like?
That's what's been the entire time since I've been here.
So what was the one that you had pulled up?
This is the same one I've been on all day.
Oh, okay.
I got Michigan beating UNC, but I do have Michigan playing UNC. I have them
Final
knocking
Four.
out Michigan State. Then I got the Duke Bama. I do have that. I got Clemson Tennessee. I do have that, and then I got Florida Mizzou.
Okay.
I got Mizzou. Love the Johnnies. Not sure they're ready for SEC play.
Mizzou going that far?
Yeah,
They're a good team.
trust. They get hot. They got
I don't know.
pushing the pace.
I don't know.
You see a team like Alabama, they went on a big run because they pushed the pace last year.
Yeah.
Mizzou outpaced them. Come on.
But what happens when they get settled down and you have to play in a half court set?
Then they lose to Florida. It's over. That quickly.
Okay. Okay. All right, fellas. To wrap the show, let's do our the upset you believe in the most. The mid-major.
The
little
bomb.
I
guy.
don't really know if I.
The little train that you believe in the most.
Shit, man.
I don't really believe in one.
If I had to pick one.
Like this could be like for your first round upset. Like it doesn't have to be like which first round upset do you truly believe in?
I believe in them all. Oh, jeez. Oh, man, you're killing me out here.
Like I got one.
No.
I got one.
Is it your McNeese team?
High Point.
Oh, yeah, I got High Point, too.
I got High Point. I truly believe in that. I got High Point, and then it's also
I would say Drake for me.
yeah. I was gonna say High Point or Drake.
I would say Drake is.
I actually,
one of my better
you know what? I actually think, I think Drake can go pretty far. Like we said earlier in the show.
Oh,
Probably be Drake and High Point for me.
shit, man. I'll take High Point, I guess. I guess that's what I'm working with.
Yeah.
I didn't pick a ton of upsets in the
Yeah, I
first
didn't
round.
Yeah,
So-
you.
I get a little more dangerous, like, after that, like, the round of 32, like, I get up to no good.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna sit and mess around with this bracket a little bit more too. It's probably gonna consume my life for the next hour.
It should. That's the way we're living, right? Isn't
It's
that the whole
March.
point of this
It's
thing?
March. That's an excuse. There's a guy today who went on. I seen a clip on Reels. He actually went on a rant.
John Fanta. I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about? He was
Is
like,
it,
if
you should
you
take off Thursday and Friday? Yeah.
the trip
John
to
Fanta.
Disney with the kids in July, it's not beating March.
Yeah.
He was like, you're telling me if I'm a fan of Louisville, and this is our first time in tournament in the last like
It was 6 years.
6 years, yeah, last 6 years. You're telling me you're not gonna take off of work to go watch that?
Yeah.
Screw the trip in July with the family to Disney World. Screw the kids.
What would Michael Jordan say? Fuck them
them
kids. But what time will the game start? Is it noon still? That's what you.
12-10. 12-10 is the first game that's Louisville
Hey,
created.
good thing we sit in the bag in science.
Come on now.
Get those laptops going.
Oh, you gotta have one game up and I'll have one.
Yeah,
game
we'll be
up.
good. Yeah, we'll have it taken care of.
Yeah.
Yo, Miss Taylor, if you're listening to that,
Yeah.
just kidding.
We're
Totally
just
a
gonna
bit.
we're gonna be so locked in on science.
Mom and Dad, same thing.
Yes.
Making
Mom,
a joke.
I'm gonna be so
Yeah,
locked in
Mom
on
and Dad.
science.
I have not been
will
doing
be
this
locked
in
in, I'm
7th
telling you
grade.
right now. 2 points at 250. I might have to fade my class. I don't know.
It's all good.
We'll be all good. Nah, I'll probably make it. I'll just stress through class and see.
Like the academic weapon that you are.
Yeah,
Of course.
fair enough.
Of course.
Fair enough.
Like the academic weapon that
We all are. Yeah.
Oh man, that's gonna do it for us. We appreciate you guys tuning in. It's been a great episode. We hope you guys have had a great time filling out your bracket. Matter of fact, when this video is posted, put your national champion in your in the comments of the section on YouTube or
Let's do
Instagram,
it.
wherever you want to. Yeah, we appreciate you guys tuning in. We appreciate the love and support. Continue tuning in for the rest of March, all the way to the beginning of April. Nick is gonna be back. For sure, and we're gonna be bringing you heavy basketball content as well as other content, and yeah, that's gonna do it for us. Have a good one.
Every day is a gift.